Go and give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Dickerson, 78 yards. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Jackson now. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Offense will line up for a
Jackson here is going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man, it's Warren. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The toss right to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. As they've got it as we resume action.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the... Does the big boy have the juice? And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Jackson going to keep it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down and 6 now. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Dickerson on the handoff. He's to the 15. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Oh, my ready? Get up!
Here's Eric Dickerson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8.
Ready, sit on!
Now a first carry. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Pushes past him. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Oh, my ready? Ready, sit on!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
A first down carry for Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Jackson going to keep it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A carry for Dickerson. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Boy, 196 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone. Only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
That's good.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson gets this one to use check. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A big gain on the play. But it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, the tight end Warren. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Will Anderson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Running from the gun with Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Sanders on for the field goal.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
23-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Running it with Dickerson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
It's not. Come on. 180. But it's not.
They run the quick dive with all stop. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toss play. This is Eric Dickerson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Point after here coming up. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game.
Visitors 16.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
They're coming.
You say too late to start, got your heart in a handle. I don't believe any of it. You say too late to start, ain't your heart in a handle. You know you better. Twisting my words and bringing it